the country. But still on that, Raila Odinga's spokesperson, Makau Mutua, says that Azimio-OKA deal is non-existent. Mutua says the deal signed during the Azimio NDC was Azimio la Umoja coalition political party. Emmanuel To joins me with the live updates. Emmanuel To, good afternoon. So there's so much information coming out on what exactly was signed over the weekend. Kalonzo Musyoka, speaking to our colleague a little bit earlier on, pushing that it is Azimio Kenya One or One Kenya coalition. What exactly did Professor Mutua say?
Well, thank you very much, Jesse. As you have put it, it is becoming some sort of, I don't know whether I should call it confusion, but some details are not really adding up in terms of the deal that was inked on Saturday during the Azimio la Umoja National Delegates Convention here in Nairobi. And a few minutes ago, we spoke with the leader of the Raila Odinga spokesperson, that is Professor Makau Mutua, put some details into perspective, saying that what was written down or what the Secretary General for Wiper and other different parties signed was Azimio la Umoja coalition, political party coalition. And of course that is under the new amended constitution in terms of the Political Parties Act that allows for the formation of a political coalition political party. And of course some details also came up. Remember, this is now in direct opposite of what Kalonzo said, but according to the law, according to what the Register of Political Parties said when we spoke sometime earlier today, there's no way that a coalition can join another coalition, or there's no way that one person can belong into coalitions. And of course that means that those parties that came to Kasarani were only constituent parties of those other coalitions, but they came in as individual parties. And of course I'm joined by one of the supporters of the Wiper Party, who is also gunning for the gubernatorial position, Ben Mulwa. Very quickly, just 1 minute, let's start with what has transpired today. Yes. Do you agree that was this thing rushed? Was it agreed upon in terms of the details? Were they put down well?
I foremost thank you, Emmanuel, for having me this afternoon. I don't think anything was rushed by any standards. We have to agree that coalition building is quite a task and it's quite a process. It involves extensive consultations, involves extensive interest, and ultimately everybody has to be comfortable with what they are committing themselves to. So I want to echo the sentiments of my party leader this morning that what we saw, particularly on Saturday, was primarily on the agreement or who should be the Azimio la Umoja presidential flag bearer. This morning we also had my party leader, His Excellency Dr. Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka, mention that there is going to be discussions in terms of how do we balance out not only the political positions and also across the regions. This morning he was speaking from Sekuru in terms of zoning for Ukambani, for example. In Nairobi we are also going to have the same, because now Wiper and by extension the One Kenya Alliance is now with working together with Azimio. So all that is going to be ironed out. But I don't think there's any need for worry. There is no crisis yet. There's going to be agreements beyond what you saw on Saturday, because it started from the presidential. It's going to cascade all the way to the MCA level.
Okay. So is it Azimio la Umoja coalition or Azimio la Umoja coalition political party, or was it Azimio-OKA coalition?
The main agreement we have at the moment is that this is going to be a coalition between Azimio and the One Kenya Alliance, and all these are issues that have not been concluded. So I wouldn't want to jump the gun. I want to request that we allow time, because the president is spearheading this conversation. We have the ODM leader Raila Odinga, we have my party leader Dr. Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka, and all the other partners that are involved. So there is really no need to worry about what ultimately this will be called. But I can assure you, all this is being done for the good of not only the coalition, but this country.
All right. Thank you so much. Asante sana. Well, Jesse, that is Ben Mulwa, one of the members of the Wiper Party, who was also vying for the position of governor here in Nairobi under Wiper Party. And of course, that is going to be one big headache in terms of the party nominations or the party primaries that are expected in just about a month or so. And before that, it is going really to be a very difficult task. And of course, the biggest question right now is what was signed at the NDC in Kasarani. Was it a coalition political party? Was it an ordinary coalition of parties? Or was it an Azimio-OKA deal? But what is right now, what we have at this point is that it is a deal between Raila Odinga and the Wiper Party leader Kalonzo Musyoka, who in that exclusive interview mentioned that it was just a decision that he made just to make sure that he shapes the direction of this country. But besides that, as I wind it up, is that one of the biggest questions that is already also arising at this point is that position of the running mate. Because if Kalonzo came in and he had mentioned some time back that he was not going to settle for any other position unless that running mate position, but today he's also taken back those words, saying that he's comfortable with any other position. But those are the details that we'll be giving you in our subsequent bulletins as we also prepare for these details. Over to you, Jesse.
Clarity, even as there are conflicting reports on what exactly was signed. I'm pretty sure the flow of information will help us really reveal what issues are bedeviling the Azimio la Umoja, or is it Azimio-OKA coalition? Thanks for that. Back to education matters now.